of the night and for the rest of the week, we'll head over to Chief Meteorologist Mark Henderson.
Yeah, Shannon, a lot to dissect here over the course of the next several days. We're going to kind of run the gamut with everything from another mild day to then rain and perhaps even some snow showers, and temperatures really are going to be all over the place. So we are quiet on Max Storm Tracker. We are, however, now, starting to notice a little bit of activity starting to show up over northeastern Iowa. This wouldn't be a threat for us here overnight tonight. That will likely stay into Wisconsin, but we will watch for some subsequent development over the Hawkeye State moving forward. Overall, our threat tonight quite low, and tomorrow I think we're good for much of the day, albeit a cloudy day. There could be an evening shower, but those chances will go up as we go into Friday and Saturday, and that's where we could mix some light snow into the equation as well. Big question on everybody's mind, will the incoming precipitation have impacts on our rivers? We'll sort through those prospects and take a look at some very pleasant weather as well, all part of a busy forecast in just a little bit. Shannon?
All right, thanks, Mark.
Poof. 60-degree temperatures have been a rarity so far in 2019, with this being just the second. The good news is I don't think we're going to wait nearly as long for our third. It's quite likely going to happen tomorrow. Here's a look at our temperatures today. Reached as high as 64 in Savannah. Of course, these temperatures were aided by the clearly unmistakable wind that is jostling around our I-90 cam. At this hour, our temperatures still sitting in very good territory, anywhere between 54 in Lake Geneva to 60 in Sterling, and Savannah sits at 61 degrees. Now, as we are turning milder, and as we will continue to see more and more mild days, you're going to start to see the grass perk up. You're going to start to see some buds on the trees here, and eventually that is going to pave the way to allergy season, which is right around the corner. And what's becoming more and more interesting and perhaps noteworthy is that our allergy seasons are becoming longer, and that climate change is likely playing a role in this. This is a fascinating study that was put out by the climate think tank Climate Central, which analyzes the consecutive days above freezing from 1970 to last year. And it shows that over that period, on average, those streaks have gone from anywhere between, let's say, 150, 152 days in a row, all the way up to about 175 days. So on average, over that period of time, we're seeing our growing season last another 3 or 3.5 weeks. Well, of course, without that freeze that kills a lot of those allergens, the allergy season grows longer as well. So our allergy season now, about 3 or 3.5 weeks longer than it was back perhaps in many of our youth or childhood. So it's a startling difference and a fascinating one to say the very least. Max Storm Tracker, presented by Anderson Nissan, showing some rather rapid development of some scattered showers, even perhaps a thunderstorm into southwestern Wisconsin. These will largely bypass us here well to the north, but we'll watch out and see if there is any development that does indeed take place across Iowa later on this evening. Overall, I don't think there's much to worry about. Any activity that we see here will be on the light side later on this evening after about 10 or 11 o'clock, and it will likely favor areas to the south of Rockford. Overall, I think our Thursday is going to be quiet, and it will be a warm day to start. However, a cold front will come through here tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and it will send our temperatures tumbling in a big, big way. But we'll have to pay more attention to a system that will gather some strength on Friday, and it will likely bring us rainfall either late Friday afternoon or Friday evening, and with the colder air in place, I wouldn't rule out the possible changeover to some snow. Now, there is good news, and the fact of the matter is that our computer forecast models have taken that corridor of the heaviest rain and placed it much farther to the south. So that's a big sigh of relief along our rivers. Earlier on, we were talking about maybe an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half of rain that could come. Well, now the computer forecast model average suggests that perhaps only about a half inch to perhaps 6/10 of an inch may come down. That is much, much more manageable. Overnight tonight, our temperatures are heading down to 47 degrees, a few showers mainly to the south of Rockford. We'll head up to 64 tomorrow, so another nice warm day. However, keep the jacket handy. Take it with you as you head off to work, because those temperatures, while they top out in the 60s, will be down into the 40s late tomorrow afternoon. Showers mainly tomorrow night, then a better chance on Friday. Could mix with some snow late Friday night, and then a light rain snow mix possible Saturday. A cool but pleasant Sunday, and then a very pleasant stretch that takes us back into the 50s Monday and Tuesday, and 60s on Wednesday, with a couple of showers. Before you know it, these 60s are going to become more and more and more numerous. It's not going to be like, oh, it's 60 degrees. It's like the only time I'm going to take advantage of it because it's never going to happen again. But
right.
no, they will become more and more numerous moving forward, and so we have certainly turned a corner.
Definitely, and I can get used to that.
I think we all can, for sure.
All right, thanks, Mark. Well, coming up on the Sports Ticket